Yo, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. You guys have probably watched the last two videos. If not, go check them out first. I showed you how I made this melody, and then I showed you how I made the drums for this melody. Now I'm gonna show you how I mix it. Alright, so in the last video, I didn't even touch the mixer channel for any of the drums that I added. So I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm not even gonna arrange it yet. I'm gonna let everything play at once so I know how it sounds when everything's playing together. If I know how everything sounds when it's playing together, then I know what should be the loudest and I know what should be quiet or what should be mixed a little bit better. It also gives me a good understanding of what's muddy and if I'm missing any sounds. So if there's really no high end, I can then go back and add in some instruments that kind of fill that space. All right, so unmixed, this is what I have. All right, so it's kind of a mess right now. So what I'm gonna do is I have all my drum stuff sent. I don't have it routed to my drum room right now, but I'll just go ahead and turn off all my drum sounds. So I'm only working with the melodies. So the first thing I'll do is on my melody send, I'll open up my Fruity Parametric EQ and kind of turn down this low end so that the 808 and kick can punch through. Now what I want to do is, because I have a sub bass, I don't want to route it through that EQ. I'm gonna bypass that channel and route it to my master. So now this sub bass, the low end will still play even though I added an EQ to my melody. Perfect. Because I did this, it means that I can't play the 808 and the sub bass at the same time, or I can, but it'll sound super muddy if I don't EQ it again in a different way. Okay, so now it's time to mess with these volumes. So I'll go into each sound and see if the EQs are fine, if there's any frequencies that I need to really cut. If not, then I'll leave it, then I'll just adjust the volumes. Okay, so they all sound fine. So what I'm gonna do is one by one, I'll add each sound and see what's louder and what needs to be tweaked. So with this sound right here, it kind of felt like it was just kind of faded and there was no reason for it to be in the mix, but I still like the sound. So what I did was I added a magic switch to kind of give it a chorusy effect so it stands out a little bit more in the mix. Okay, perfect. I think my melody sounds pretty good on its own, but now it's time to add in the drums to see how it sounds with the hi-hats and snares and the cymbals and stuff. So one by one, I'll turn on each drum sound to see what it sounds like. So with my hi-hats, I think they're a little quiet, so I can go in here and actually turn them up through this. Now I can turn it down from here. So I'm noticing that I have to turn up my drum sounds now to kind of battle out the melody. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn down my melody send a little bit so it gives me more headroom. Okay, now with open hats, I always add reverb to it so it's not as dry. So I'll turn the wet knob up here, turn the dry down, and then just kind of mess with this dial at the side. There we go. The kick's not punching, so I'll turn it up in here. Still not punching, so I'll add a little bit of distort. Okay, now to me the hi-hats are sounding like they're coming too far out of the left, so I'm going to use this pan knob and kind of tweak that a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now that sounds in center, so I'll go back and just play the drums and I'll add the 808 now. Perfect. Now what I'll do is I'll turn everything on and see how this sounds. I'll turn the sub bass off. There we go. Now I think everything is leveled perfectly the way I want it to sound, so I can go on my master now and add my final 2 EQs. So in FabFilter, I basically have a brick wall at around the 15 and 14 hertz range, and then also have another brick wall around the 15,000 to 16,000 range. I cut these out because you can't hear them with most headphones anyways. So if you brick wall it kind of gives you a cleaner slate to work with. Now I'll turn on Fruity Parametric EQ, and this is where I kind of tweak some frequencies that I feel need boosting or slight cutting. I don't do a lot of EQing in the master channel. Shouldn't really be doing that anyways unless you're like messing with the beat after to add vocals or something, but I'll add just slight EQ improvements here. So I'll kind of boost the snap and so I'll boost the snare and clap sound a little bit. There we go. And I'll add the Fruity Soft Clipper. For some reason it's always off my screen. It's a pain in the ass to get back. There we go. And that's what my Fruity Soft Clipper is set to. I'm pretty sure that's just default. So this is what it sounds like without sub bass. And this is what it sounds like with sub bass. All together, just without the 808s. There we go. So I've shown you how to make a melody, I've shown you how I do the drums, and now I've shown you how to mix. Arranging is a person-to-person thing. I'm not really going to cover that. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, so if you guys want to go check those out, you can. If you want me to specifically do an arrangement for how I do it, let me know in the comments below. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini series for how I made this beat from start to finish. If you did, let me know in the comments. I'll do more of these. If not, then also let me know so I don't waste my time doing it, even though I enjoy doing them. But yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll drop more videos in the upcoming months and help me reach my goal of 10K subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be pretty solid. All right, but I'm PJ and I'm out.